What a load of fluffing around. We've been driving around trying to find somewhere to put the bloody jet boat in. An hour and a half later, I shit you not, we finally found somewhere to launch. We're going to get up there just in the nick of time to shoot a massive velvety stag or two. Get some chunky back steaks for Christmas. All right, we're on. I'll start her up, bro, and warm it up while you hold it. Summertime! Yee! Looks like. Oh yeah, that's right. All good, all good. Make sure that your jet boat's not rocking on the rocks overnight because it can wear a hole pretty damn quickly. Quite excited about this. Check out the size of this beast. It's pretty luxurious, bro.
I set it up once, but I don't think I did it properly.
Shit, I put the poles from the kids' hobby into this one. Damn it. Far out, you could have a gay old time up in the hills on that thing, eh? Might have to get one of those. That's perfect for two people. Jack's bought us some steak for dinner. Nice. And some hard lemonade. It's quite pleasant, this stuff. Full of sugar though.
Plus that lighter fire.
Oh. Once a smoker, always a lighter thief.
What about these well-worn lowers? Get a shot of these there. What do you do with that? That's 5 years old.
Wow, Jack's had these boots for 5 years. Look at the soles are quite worn, the boots are still good.
Best boots I've honestly ever had. And I've had all of them.
Sweet jeebus. Jack just biffed me one of these before to try. Roast potatoes glazed with duck fat. I think they actually mash the potatoes up and then they form them into potato-shaped pieces.
Nah.
Eh?
Nah. No way.
You reckon they're all potatoes?
Yeah, I do. Who would make a mould like that? Look at them. They're all imperfect.
Who? I'll tell you right now. Bloody, I bet it's Tally's. Bird's Eye. Must be a Waddies or a Tally's company.
We have a little bit of butter.
Jack's just going to grab his 15-year-old Swords pig sticker. You hold that iron. That'll crisp him again. Oh. pulling out all the stops. Usually I take care of the food. This is awesome. I'm gonna have to lift my game after the steak and potatoes meal. Some popcorn?
No, thank you.
It's microwave popcorn. It's like crack.
I never liked it, growing up.
They must put tobacco juice in it. Oh my goodness, it's Scotch fillet too. Nothing but the finest. Oh, I didn't bring any oil. Bloody wind whistling upstream again. Just whistling up, blowing smoke and steak flavours all through the clearings, but that's where we're going. But right on dark it'll stop and then it will swing around. Maybe, we'll see.
Great knives, these ones. Real nice. Dad bought me this when I passed my plumbing exam at 21 and 15 years old.
Alright, we got... Where's the packet for that? I was wrong, Jack was right. These are real potatoes, eh?
I ate a bag of them for the first time yesterday. So.
You've lost a bit of weight too, haven't you? You're looking good, mate.
No, I'm 91 or 90.
The boys are getting ripped for summer. I'm 97, bro. You're doing good.
I can't even see my guns. I beat you on an arm wrestle anyway.
Oh?
You know I have.
What? He just thrashed me twice in an arm wrestle. 2 arm wrestles. Thought I had him then too. Oh, come on, Jack. I was giving him shit, then he just went... Damn it. Right, we're doing it old school tonight. We've only got 9 bullets. Usually takes Jack at least 1 to shoot a deer.
Like 3.
This is the classic Remington model X7 caliber 223 with the scope that's bent. I don't know what brand it is. It's one of the cheapest scopes you can get. Let those rest. What a feed. Right, hunting time. Really do some binos. We really want to shoot a big velvety, but they probably won't be out till right on dark, and no doubt we'll see yearlings first. And the spikers will come out, and the big stags will come out. Right on dark. We are very ill-equipped. We don't have the rangefinder, which is in the bino case. And just bought the 223. Thought the wind was going to be blowing downstream by now, but it's not. She's still whistling up. And it's probably over 250 across to that bush edge. I'm going to go get the jet boat, and jet boat to the top of the next clearings. We're going to roost back. Two, three. That's all. This is one of those classic no communication cases where want to go for a hunt, yeah, let's go for a hunt. Then we didn't ask each other, let's bring in the binos or the gun or anything like that. We just chuck a few things in and bolt up here. Just had a fall and jump out of the grass right in front of us. Someone must have shot his mum recently. It was right out in the middle of the clearing, right by the river. Nothing but a lone fawn, which we were too slow to nab. Time for a cup of tea, go to bed. She's a good old life, I tells you. Shittiest sleep ever. Jack's just seen 3 deer on the clearing opposite, so we're going to try take the jet boat over there without scaring them and see what happens. Be interesting to see if they hang around with the noise of the jet boat. Balls! They've taken off. Not surprised that jet boat's so bloody noisy. Nothing but fresh deer prints, damn it. Bloody 1080, eh? This is the first time I've been up here since they 1080'd a winter ago, last winter. That's our camp over there. Man, I had the worst sleep last night that I had all night. I was still awake at 2:30 in the morning. Then 3:30, and then finally got to sleep, and Jack's going, "Josh, there's 3 deer on the clearing on the other side of the river." Jesus, didn't even realise it was light. Sandflies all biting me and some mosquitoes and shit. Frickin' swag, because I forgot the wrong poles, so when I zipped it up, I couldn't put my little fan on there to get any airflow, and I felt like I was suffocating. She's a good life. Barney and those guys, Kelly Wood and Keith Riley, are all racing the True West race today. They'll still be racing, so they would have had the worst sleep they had all night as well. Suckers, eh? Alright. But 48-hour race, isn't it? Hard out. They're trying to talk me into entering a team this year. Kind of glad I didn't now. I don't need to run any races. Just going to blat up and look at those other clearings just for shits and giggles. Bloody hell. Just blasted up to another clearing. Jack just asked if I'd ever lost a raft while rafting. We were talking about what we're rafting. I said, as a matter of fact, on this very river, on the next rapid above us, we lost a raft. We were portaging the river. It was really high flow and too dangerous, so we were portaging it and lining the boat down the side. So we had the boat on the rope and we were just dropping it down the side of the rapid. Well, I wasn't. Cam Stewart was, and he wasn't paying that much attention to how much rope he had, and he tried to lower it down around the rock, and he didn't have enough rope, and of course the current grabbed the raft and ripped it out of his hand. Cam Stewart's actually the wreck for Spiker now, and the raft took off downstream. Whoop! With our EPIRB and everything in it. I jumped in the kayak, and that's right, he yelled to the safety kayaker, go get it, and he was too chicken shit to kayak the rapid because it was stomping. It was too big, so I quickly ripped his skirt off and put it on as quick as I could, jumped in the kayak and peeled off downstream, chased this raft, and fortunately the river was so big there was these massive holes it was surfing, just up here actually, and it got stuck in the holes, and I managed to catch up, pass it, pull in, and then when it came out of the hole I peeled in and got it. Bloody hell, that would have been a long walk out because we're quite a way upstream here. I left my life jacket at Cat this morning. We're not going to go up that rapid without a life jacket. It's coming back down there a bit dodgy. You've got to remember too, if it looks big in the camera, it's probably 4 times as big in real life. It's whitewater anyway. The camera never does it justice. No dear, no dear. Might be coming up here again for a couple of years. Locked and loaded. Home for a cup of coffee. Been using these Pack Raft NZ dry bags for a while now. They're really easy, just a zipper instead of the roll tops. Pretty good, pretty robust. I've been thrashing it for over 6 months now and it's handling the jandle real good. I love it. Gonna get a couple more. How's it? Gonna show you fellas how to make fire out of flax. This is actually pretty easy if you got wood ash. If you don't have wood ash, you can use dried and powdered horseshoe fungus. I don't have any of that, so I'm using wood ash or ground up charcoal. Some kind of accelerant is required. Alright, first some dried flax. Cabbage tree works as well, but flax is better because it's stringier and you get better fibres out of it. That's what I'm after, nice and dry. Now what you want to do is separate all the fibres and the flax. A couple of ways to do that. You can wrap it around a stick or a branch or on a knife blade, or you can use your hand. Just keep giving it heaps until you separate all the fibres. Roll it around in your hands too. Just mince it up till it's all fibrous-y and hairy. Then separate the fibres, lay them out in a line. Dump some wood ash on top of them. or some powdered up horseshoe fungus or some other kind of accelerant. Roll it up nice and tight. Now this is the trick, roll it up super tight, and then once you got it tight, keep rolling it the same way. You can get a nice flat bit of wood. You might be able to find a plank somewhere, or you'll have to hack a bit of wood out of a dry bit of toltera or something. That bit of wood's got to be dry, it can't be sappy and green, it's got to be dry. And then pressure, roll it hard out for 100 times or so. You'll start to smell the smoke when it's working. You'll smell wood smoke. Take it off and just leave it in the wind to consolidate that coal. Don't break it open and start blowing on it straight away. You need that coal to consolidate just a little bit, so just wave it around in the breeze or let it sit in the wind or whatever. You'll figure it out. And now we've got to go get some grass, and I'm lucky it's a windy day today, so that's kind of cool. Smouldering away on the porch there while I get some tinder and blow it into flame. She beat. Easy. How's it? I'm in Christchurch at Sam Harrison's house. It is crap and it's Dax outside. Didn't quite get as much content as I wanted on that last episode, but you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, so I'm smashing it out early and then hopefully jump another one in next week. But right now I'm in Christchurch heading up to Tauranga to film a podcast, a pilot episode. We're going to try to get some funding from NZ On Air or Radio New Zealand to start a full-time podcast. We're not too sure what we're going to call it, possibly The Breakdown, something like that. It's about mental awareness, mental wellness, and looking after ourselves internally, and hopefully sharing some tips and tricks to help people out there that aren't doing too well. And I know different tools work for different people, and what works for one person may not work for another, but it's a great little pilot episode. We're going to have a female psychologist there, and I'm going to be chatting to my mate Jake Mokomoko, the cameraman who hung out with me when I went to China. He's a real good bugger. And we're just going to ask her some questions and discuss some things, and she's going to give us some tips and tricks and point us and you in the right direction for sorting out any issues that we might have. And she's going to break it down into layman's terms for people who aren't quite in the know with neuroplasticity and other big words like that, which I only just recently discovered. I'm 47 years of age and I've only just figured this out a couple of years ago. And before that I was just blundering through life and I thought everything was a box of fluffy ducks, and I was completely normal in the way that I reacted to being triggered and the things that I did and said and my thought patterns and my emotions and the way I was letting them mess in my mind. I thought that was just all normal and part of being a human being, but it turns out it wasn't, because I was conditioned from a very young age to think and act and react a certain way, and that of course had pretty devastating effects on my personal relationships and my work relationships and just, you know, in general, relationships in general with my kids and with my friends. And I've been through this whole journey of changing the pathways in my brain and creating new pathways, and I'm still on the journey and still learning. And for me, one of the hardest things is to stop when I'm triggered, when something triggers me, or when my subconscious leads me down a certain track that might not be the best path to follow. It's really hard to stop when your intuition is screaming, go this way, because it's your subconscious, right? And it just feels right to react in a certain way, even though that is not the appropriate way to react or to think or to feel. So for me, it's been really challenging stopping when I get triggered and just not reacting at all and just staying cool, calm and collected, and then debriefing it afterwards, my intended reaction or my reaction, and then the appropriate way to react given any certain situation or circumstance. And it's been really helpful. Journaling's been really helpful because I can debrief different scenarios and reactions, and also feelings and the way that my mind works and the paths it takes me down. I can debrief those, and in doing so create these new pathways and visualize the next time that it happens, how am I going to react. So hopefully this will help some of you guys out when the podcast comes out. I'm going to continue doing my own personal podcast as well as this other one. Fingers crossed we'll get funding and send it out to a wider audience, because I'm only reaching a very small amount of people through my channel and my videos. So fingers crossed we will be able to reach a wider audience this way, and hopefully help a lot of other men and boys and people out there that are just kind of bungling along in life, unaware that life can just be frickin' awesome no matter what your situation or what your circumstances. And we all have to work through stuff, finances and relationships and vehicle breakdowns and all the rest of that carry on, that we can actually live a pretty good life while we're doing it, while we're negotiating the journey of life and the adventure, the journey with an unknown outcome. Okay, that's it. I just thought I'd share that with you to polish this video off. Have a cracking rest of the week and a good weekend. I'll be back down. It's Tuesday. I'll be back down in the mainland on Thursday, and then up to some more adventures. Though I think I'm just in time for the real crappy weather on the west coast. It is really stormy out there. There's thunder and lightning and torrential rain here on the east coast. So I'm not too sure what next week will bring, but it's time to hang out with the kids and do some adventures. So I'll keep chipping away through the Christmas period. I will have a few days off and just drop tools, and I've got a lot on the go at the moment. It's kind of hard to juggle everything and be really consistent at certain tasks, because I have to drop tools and go to film episodes and film content when I've got friends and all my kids available to do it, and it is challenging. So hang in there, bear with me. It's not always tar hunting and shooting animals and adventures and mishaps and tomfoolery. Sometimes it's just the mundane hunting trips like we just did up the river there. Bushcraft, you'll see I'm incorporating a bit more bushcraft into these videos. I think that knowledge is something I should probably share with the general audience. I do have a lot of tips and tricks, and some of it I just think it's common knowledge, but it's not. And there are certain aspects of bushcraft that I have expertise in other areas I'm still learning in, such as primitive fire lighting. So it was pretty exciting to find out that can light fire with flax and ash. I'm going to try powdered horseshoe mushroom next time to see if that works just as well as the ash. I know it does work, but I'm not too sure how well. So yes, cracker weekend. Have a cracker weekend. Catch you later. 2 thumbs up. Over and out.